Now here's a situation that I know all drivers dread. You just bought yourself a brand new car, you pull up to a stop sign, and lo and behold, beside you is that same car, same model, same color. I mean, for instance, we've got ourselves a brand new Jeep here, and who pulls alongside but another brand new Jeep. As a matter of fact, there's another Jeep, and another Jeep, and another Jeep, and there just seems to be nothing but Jeeps here. I think there's definitely something going on. It certainly appeared that everyone in Parry Sound, Ontario owned a Jeep. They were simply everywhere. But most of these Jeeps were from other parts of Canada and the United States. They were in town to participate in an event known as the Jeep Jamboree.
Jeep Jamboree initially started in 1952 in the United States, just west of Lake Tahoe. Mark Smith got the organization going there. We've launched the Canadian program now. We're in our 5th year with it, with Jamborees in Alberta, British Columbia, and of course here in Ontario. We're going to expand the program into Quebec next, then most likely the Maritimes, and hopefully into maybe the Manitoba area. Well, we do have a reputation as being, redneck, beer-bellied, something or others, but the image does need some work. There's no question about that, and that again is one of the reasons we started Jeep Jamboree. What we're trying to do is educate people on responsible use of a great natural resource we have. In the United States, in the last 15 years, 42% of their trail network has been closed to motorized access, and we wanted to try and stem that tide, and the only way to do that is through education, because closing people out doesn't educate the next generation. You have to use education to do that, and of course that's what brings us to today, and what you got to see when you were driving on the trails here at Georgian Bay. The type of people we get mainly to the Jamboree, though, their vehicles are like 3 years old or newer. They're the primary transportation of the driver. Quite a few of them bring their families, quite a few of them come solo, but generally Jeep Jamboree is a romantic getaway for couples.
Romantic? Now, I'll admit that Northern Ontario is a beautiful area, and yes, it offers some incredible off-road experiences, but does this look romantic? What I would like to know is, what did this man promise you to get you out here in the middle of nowhere with only mosquitoes around?
Gee, truth, right?
Yes.
A wonderful, wonderful 2 days with Jeep Jamboree. He promised me it would be wonderful, that's all.
Is that all you had to do? There's a lot of men at home saying, how on earth did you get her out here?
Well, we've taken some new life insurance policies. We've transferred the names of our boats, cars, and houses into my wife's name, and I have to go hill climbing by myself here.
I get the feeling, too, that your wife, you're expecting maybe a 5-star dinner when you get home?
I would certainly expect that, yes.
Are you having fun?
Yes, we're having a great time.
Yeah, get that mosquito out of here.
Get my mosquito out.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Okay, we got a little obstacle here, a rock right in the middle there. If you're gonna take it, I suggest you come over this way. You'll be a little off camera, go slow. I don't think you'll get stuck. Go around, but don't hit that with your diff, okay? It's a word of warning, sound advice. Please take it. Slow down. Thank you.
Who's driving? Whose truck is that?
That's my girlfriend's truck, thank God. I mean, I tell you, this is really... The poor thing is having an aneurysm. And you're seeing it live on the Sports Network. I hope that was the right name.
Good luck.
I'll do my special face. This is the face I make whenever we're coming to a big pothole. Here she comes. Can we get a shot of this, please?
You did it. What's the thing you fear the most when you come out here with people?
Well, the thing I fear the most is I don't want to leave anybody behind. Because out here, you should never go four-wheeling alone. You should always have somebody else with you and a winch in case you do get in trouble. We've had a few people stuck here today, and of course, if you're out by yourself, that could be a nightmare.
So I guess you thought you were pretty smart when you wore your rubber boots, eh? How's it going?
Well, they make good water holders.
A little wet?
Yeah.
They say the majority of people that buy sport utilities never even put them in four-wheel drive. What do you think of those people?
Well, I think they're missing a lot of fun. Friends of ours have one, and I don't think it's been in four-wheel drive too many times. I just think they're missing a lot of fun and a lot of good times, especially a chance like to come out like this.
So here's the question. Where were you 32 years ago? I know some of you weren't even a glint in your father's eye. As for me, well, I was in diapers but found time to get Motoring TV off the ground. And today I like to think we've got one of the best automotive video libraries in the world. If you agree, please give us the thumbs up and also subscribe. We'd really appreciate it.